Welcome to Keto's Worst, where we believe that if done properly, a low-carb lifestyle is not only healthy, but it is sustainable long-term and not at all restrictive. So today is a meal plan day, meal prep day. What I got in store is some ribs, and we're gonna make it with some radish salad kind of thing. So it's like a potato salad. We're gonna use radishes instead, some mayo, and keep it really simple. Then we're gonna make some steak and asparagus, sirloin steak tip, so it's very thin. I'll be making some breakfast egg cups that you've seen before, and my chia seed pudding as well, which is also something that you have seen before. So I won't go through it completely in this video, but they will be linked. The process for today is that we're gonna start with the ribs because that's what takes longest in the oven. We're gonna wrap it up so it can steam and soften for about things like 90 minutes, and then finish it off for about an hour uncovered with some barbecue sauce that is low carb. It's from Stubbs. I think it's honey barbecue. If I still have some, we'll see. For the steak, that will be pretty simple. It's just on the flat top, grill up some asparagus in the oven as well. I think we can get started. So I'm gonna start with the ribs right now. So this does not need to be here. About double the size so that we can wrap it well. Right, and then there's this little membrane here and I'm gonna try to take away. So paper towel helps you get a little bit more grip. For this, I'm gonna be using salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika, and ground mustard. I could have been preheating the oven to 275. Right, so low and slow for about 90 minutes to 2 hours, and then uncovered for an hour. So I've decided I'm going to make this one honey barbecue, and I'm going to make the other one the other thing. I'm going to use the mustard binder and just kind of leave it plain with just all the seasoning. It'll be kind of a dry versus a wet. Well, it's not necessarily dry because there will be mustard on it, but you get the idea. What I just put. Wrap it tightly, and same thing. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard, so you don't have to do this. Is that you can't chew through this, and this actually doesn't render off. So that's why we do that. Okay, so let me see what I do have. I have New York style mustard. See, I have sugar-free barbecue sauce. I have honey barbecue. I have a little bit more of this one. This is what we're going to use for that one. And no mustard for this, and we can wrap it up. I need my hand back. Honey mustard is on top, or mustard is on top, and barbecue sauce is on bottom. 10:50, so at 12:30, it will be time to uncover. Next, vegetables. Usually I prep vegetables, so let's prep these radishes. Anything else that you want in this? This is the asparagus. I don't know what this is necessary for, but I'm going to just do a pepper and then a small onion and some cabbage, and we'll decide on how to use it. Bowl. I'm going to cut these into quarters, so I'm going to show you one, but other than that, it's going to take forever, so we're just going to speed right by it or cut to the end. I hate when they look like that. That's disgusting. Knife. Cut most of that off and cut the top off, and then cut into quarters like that. I'm going to do this. Does that work? No. They'll have to go in together. All right, so now I'm just going to pick all these up and they should be done. Next up, we'll just go in order. I'm going to dice these, or strips. Strips. I'm going to dice half and cut into strips the other half. I don't know why this was so hard to peel. Same thing with the onion, the pepper. Okay, next up is what is next up? A little bit of cabbage, not too much. I'm gonna crush up some garlic right now. Vegetables are prepped. Now we can season all the vegetables. Is that what you want to do? Start with the radishes. Olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Baking sheet with parchment. Dump it out. And this can go in right now. Okay, asparagus. And this doesn't make sense, it's not big enough. I'm using this small one just so I can fit it on the side because I'm running out of space in the oven. Same thing here, but I'm just gonna top this off with some Parmesan cheese. Okay, so while I still have some time, I'm going to start the steak, right, because we're still in the prep stage. As you can tell, I have a lot of these that are racked up because it is very important to have these for meal prep. How are you gonna do this? My other big tray was being used for the other thing, so that's fine, I guess. Oh, do I want to use Montreal instead? I still need salt. So for this one, I'm gonna use Montreal steak seasoning because I like using this, so a lot thicker. All I'm doing is patting it down so it sticks better. The only thing is that this kind of goes quick. I think it's good for steaks and for anything that's thick. I made a pork roast the other day. Well, not the other day, it was like a month ago. But I used that as well for the exterior, for the coating. Okay, and now I'm putting this all together. So what else is there? There's the egg cups. I don't have space for that right now. There is the chia seed pudding. I guess I'm gonna go through this one more time because it's been a while. Well, it's not been a while for me, but I'm just gonna go through it. So it's gonna be 3 cups of the nut milk of your choice, but mine is flax. And then it's going to be, usually I do about 1/3 of this jar, and that would be for 4 servings. About 1/4 of a teaspoon of stevia extract. We use a hand blender. And then we separate it into 2 shaker tins. Then it will be 2 tablespoons of chocolate for the chocolate version. It will be 2 tablespoons of chocolate, teaspoons of cinnamon for the cinnamon maple version. Then this one goes with that. The maple extract goes with the cinnamon, and the vanilla extract goes with the chocolate. Oh, and then of course, what makes chia seed pudding. So this is about 6 scoops per cup. That's it. They just go into the fridge. I think the asparagus is ready. So let me do the steak. Then we can go do the other thing, which is the thing that we're gonna do. You feel me? I'm gonna use steak for the steak. Did I say steak for the steak? You're gonna use butter for the steak. Just so that your butter doesn't burn, you put a little bit of oil with it. We're gonna do this one in batches. You see, I don't want it to keep cooking, so, ooh, that almost slid off. Go over there. And I'm gonna start prepping the egg cups while that's cooking. I usually do bacon cheddar, but replacing it today will be some salami, which is salchichon, and then some queso de freír, but then it will be ham and gruyere, which is ham and Swiss, and then pepperoni and cream cheese like always. Where do we start? Start here. Instead of cooking it first in there, since I already have this on and with a little bit of space, I'm just gonna start the process to cook these over there. Even though these are cooked and you can eat them like this, because they're gonna be on the bottom, they won't get any color, so I wanna put some color on it. And then we can start with everything else. Where are my tongs? Am I bugging? Oh. See, and that's about it. It wasn't like crazy color. It was just a little bit, just giving it one little cut so it doesn't curl. So a little note about the steak. I would usually cook my steak medium to medium well, but because I like the crust and it's just a meal prep, it will be closer to well done. But just so you know, usually if I was cooking a steak for me to have like right now, I would cook it medium to medium well. So I already know it's 3 per, so 12. So I'm just gonna give it, again, a little cut. And that's why I do that, right? So I can cup it a little bit and make corners. Do I not know how to count to 12? What the fuck? Could have okay. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it's leaking off the edge, so that'll be fine anyway. Do that just to break the yolk, because I don't like it when it's like a golf ball. So the steak is done. I'm gonna lower the heat and then put some of these vegetables here. And I'm doing this because they're for different reasons. This is gonna go into the salad, and that's over there in the steak. Cream cheese. And this is how the radishes look so far. So this is heavily seasoned. I just tried one and it was pure seasoning, so I'm not gonna put anything extra. It's just the mayo and then all those little vegetables, and that's about it. And this is what's gonna go with the ribs, so that's ready. This is ready with the steak, that is ready. And unfortunately, the ribs still have about an hour left, and we are pretty much all done except for the eggs. I have like 25 minutes left, 30 minutes left. So I'm going to be able to pretty much clean and put everything to the side. And yeah, actually I'm going to start with the rib. Do you remember which one is which, top or bottom? Because I forgot. Where's my glove? I want to say that this one is the mustard one. Oh, and put this up to 375. Okay, so this we're gonna brush it about, I think, every 20 minutes. Now remember, you gotta cut against the grain. So I'm just gonna cut with the grain first. Oh, look, there is some pink in there. I'm gonna give you a heads up because this is over seasoned. Like, it's kind of burning my tongue, but I think it's like too much salt. Okay, so that's one. I'll move you to the side. I'm just gonna split it up now, and the ribs will go on top. Okay, so time to clean up because everything else is just waiting on that over there. When I come back, it will be brushing off the round 2 of the ribs. Yeah, 20 minutes is up, so I'm gonna do the first coat, second coat, glove. Oof. So the eggs are ready. There's a lot of smoke coming off the edge of the pepperoni and the ham, so we do this together now. Another 20 minutes. The ones that are a little bit more dry might be ready earlier than 20 minutes. Where are we now? We're ready. Running out of space here. Next, brush off some more of this. So we're just gonna do this last coat. Okay, and that's these. So I'm pretty sure this is ready. What I'm going to do is just let it rest a little bit before I cut into it. So you can go over there. Is that it? We're gonna leave that in for 10 more minutes. Everything else is ready. We are about done. I'm gonna box this last stuff up. Now, how much is it? Like, this is what I want over there. Do you fit? Not easy. These bones are curved. I'm doing too much now. Calm down. You see this, like, is going in here, and that's why I can't get it. There you go. Maybe that's the best way. Put the salad on the side. So this is that. And then 2 more. Perfect. Okay, so let's finish this. And that is about it for this meal prep. Not sure how long that took to go over what we did. These are egg cups for breakfast, which are ham and Swiss, I believe. These are ham and Swiss. This is pepperoni cream cheese. This is salchichon and queso frio. Queso frio, that's not a thing. Salchichon and queso de freír. Here is some sirloin steak tips with some asparagus that I put a little bit of parmesan cheese on top. You can't see underneath the steak, but there is a few peppers and onions under there. And over here, this is like a radish salad with some mayo, cabbage, peppers, onions. And then we have 2 types of ribs, which is a honey barbecue and just like kind of a dry rub with a mustard binder. This honey barbecue sauce was from Stubbs, I believe. No, G.Hughes. What the hell? Yeah, it is G.Hughes, right? Why did I say Stubbs? Who's Stubbs? Why did I do that? I did that because I was confusing it with this thing. You see, right there? Is that it? I'm not gonna try anything because I already know how everything tastes. I was eating the entire way. How do I usually end my meal preps? Why not move you out the way so I can actually do my outro unbothered? So, thank you for watching. If you are interested in learning more about how a low carb lifestyle can work for you and your long-term weight loss maintenance goals, consider subscribing and giving me a like on this video if this is the video that you do in fact like. But yeah, this is my meal prep strategy. It's 2 of each instead of 4 of one because I think that's very boring. Oh, and there's chia seed pudding over there. This I can have almost every day. I don't know why. There's a reason why there's 3 different flavors, so I either might have all of them in one day or have 1 of each. And I always meal prep for 4 days. And that is it. I did all that. I said all that. You can check me out on my Instagram at Keto is the Worst. There will be snippet versions of this, how to make the ribs, how I made the ribs, how I made probably that potato salad with radish. Yeah, check me out on my website at ketostheworst.com. And yeah, I think that is it for this one. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching again.